Stress is the main force in our lives that we all share. In this documentary on stress, I've interviewed 3 people living very different lives to see how they cope with their individual stresses.
My name is Jade Huber.
My name is Laura Schwartz.
Hi, my name is Leah Sloan.
I'm a full-time model. I'm 21, and I live in Manhattan.
I am retired now. I used to be the assistant director of the United Jewish Federation of Westport, Weston, Wilton, and Norwalk. I met a lot of people in town, and it was a lot of fun.
I am currently a federal contractor for the VA, Veterans Affairs, but in my second life, I do a lot of work in mental health and suicide prevention. So I'm a trained crisis counselor for the 988 Lifeline and what was my local crisis center in Gainesville, Florida.
Okay, so my stress right now is how many hours of sleep I'm gonna get, because it's okay, I can function on like 4 or 5, even 3, but then I look really tired, and then I'm like, oh my god, like at work, are they gonna fire me? Do I look tired?
I like to have a lot of projects. I like to, these are my pickles that I made, my carrot pickles. So, these are my kombuchas. I really avoid stress as much as I can. I don't seem to feel it anymore. I used to when I was younger, and it's done. I don't feel it anymore. I don't have to be perfect. I just am who I am, and I think people like me or they don't, and that's okay with me.
Okay, well, to start off, I live in New York City, so my rent is incredibly high compared to my monthly income, more than 50%. I have to take care of my precious angel goldfish, Celeste, named after Celeste in Big Little Lies, of course. And, what I want to do with my life and the impact I want to have. I worry that I am not doing enough to help others. I don't know.
Well, I'm not very good at this, deep breathing. I'm not good at it. It just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work. But boxing class is my number one thing. Boxing class is better than any medication, yoga, meditating, breathing that I've tried. I love it.
How do I cope with stress? I think by living the life I do. I'm always busy. I try to keep busy with different projects and keeping my mind on different things. I think when you have nothing to do, that's when you stress out often.
When are Christmas looks? I recently got a dog, a little puppy named Winnie. When I got her, she was 3 pounds, 2 months. Now she's 5 pounds, 3 months. She's a miniature dachshund. She's only going to be 10 pounds max. Getting her has really helped. When you... Okay, I don't need a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, because when I walk in the door, being out the door, so cute. I love Winnie.
Well, I can always look forward to watching a little show at the end of the day in my nice little bed with my lights on and my space is all clean and I feel comfy. Well, I guess a part of being a crisis counselor for Suicide Hotline is being able to kind of emotionally detach yourself from a lot of the things that you hear. I know when we're talking on the phone to our callers, one of the most effective methods that we've used is paraphrasing. A lot of the times people don't want advice when they're in a high stress situation. They want to just be heard and listened to. So that's an incredibly important tool that we've been taught. So paraphrasing is basically listening actively to what you hear and kind of, I don't want to use the word parroting, but repeating back in a different way what you heard someone say so that they feel heard and acknowledged.
Can I say things on here that are bad?
Yeah.
Okay, I manage my stress by smoking cigarettes.
I do play canasta online.
Which I'm gonna quit. I'm quitting. It just kind of happened because this is a confusing industry.
And that is a bad habit, but maybe that's how I use some of my stress, is I forget everything and play canasta.
After the interviews, I was surprised by how everyone's coping mechanisms didn't involve anyone else. Maybe it's a coincidence? Or maybe we all trust ourselves more than we think we do.